Some legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me for centuries. Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries.
Fish may have evolved from an animal similar to a coral-like sea squirt, whose larvae resemble early fish in important ways. The first ancestors of fish may have kept the larval form into adulthood, although perhaps the reverse is the case. Vertebrates, among them the first fishes, originated about 530 million years ago, during the Cambrian explosion, which saw the rise in organism diversity. The first jawed vertebrates appeared in the late Ordovician and became common in the Devonian, often known as the Age of Fishes. Although most paleontologists wouldn't recognize them as a true fish, the first fish-like creatures to leave an impression on the fossil record appeared during the Middle Cambrian period, about 530 million years ago. The most famous of these, Pichia, looked more like a worm than a fish, but it had four features crucial to later fish evolution. A head distinct from its tail, the left side of its body looked like the right side, V-shaped muscles, and most importantly, a nerve cord running down the length of its body. Because this cord wasn't protected by a tube of bone or cartilage, Pichia was technically a chordate rather than a vertebrate, but it still lay at the root of the vertebrate family tree. During the Ordovician and Silurian periods from 490 to 410 million years ago, the world's oceans, lakes, and rivers were dominated by jawless fish, so named because they lacked lower jaws and thus the ability to consume large prey. You can recognize most of these prehistoric fish by the aspis, the Greek meaning word for shield, in the second parts of their names, which hints at the second main characteristic of these early vertebrates. Their heads were covered by tough plates of bony armor.
In the ocean, there are many different species, and one of the many different species representing the most primitive forms and highly evolved is the bonyfish. The bonyfish is adapted in different ways to survive their water environment. Skeletal material, jaws, skin, gills, and method of reproduction are some of the characteristics are spreading, primitive, and bony fish. Bonyfish structure evolved in stages, yet one of the earliest species, the conodonth, is still alive today. For example, the clownfish. The clownfish are fishes from the subfamily Amphiornis in the family Promosatrid. In the wild, they all form symbiotic mutualism with sea anemones. Oceros is the most basal species in the galls Amphiornis, which is closely related to the genus Pernons. The species' mostly related ancestor is the orange clownfish. It is thought that the ocelots specialized after diverging from the Pernons genus, and scientific evidence confirms that all clownfish belonging to the genus Amphion could withstand the stings of only one type of anemone. After further diverging, the 28 different species of clownfish, including Oceros, specialized to be able to resist the Persian's stings of many different species.
The ocean sunfish is commonly known as Mula Mula. It is the heaviest known bony fish in the world. The average adult weight is 2,200 pounds, which is equal to 1,000 kilograms. They are native to tropical and temperate waters around the globe. Ocean sunfish resemble a fish head with a tail, and its body is literally flattened. Mula Mula can be as tall as they are long when their dorsal and ventral fin are extended. The average length is 5.1 feet. Mula is Latin for millstone. The sunfish lacks a swim bladder, an internal gas-filled organ that contributes to the ability of a fish to control its floating. They often swim near the surface. Plus their dorsal fin, usually mistaken for that of a shark, they have a variety of Ocean sunfish have a variety of skin patterns. Ocean sunfish may live up to 10 years. They have many demanding requirements of care. Ocean sunfish live on a constant diet of jellyfish. The major population is held in Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The ocean sunfish, Mola mola, is the type species of genus. They consider a delicacy in many areas such as Japan and Korea, etc.
Every note, come on. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along to my stereo. So sing along to my stereo.
Let's go! If I was an old school 50-pound boombox, would you hold me on your shoulder wherever you walk? Would you turn my volume up in front of the cops and crank it higher every time they told you to stop? And all I ask is that you don't get mad at me when you have to purchase Mad D batteries. Appreciate every mixtape your friends make. You never know, we come and go like on the interstate. I think I finally found a note to make you understand. If you can hit it, sing along and take me by the hands. Keep me stuck inside your head like your favorite tune. You know my heart's a stereo, the only place for you.
My heart's a stereo, it beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along to my stereo. So sing along to my stereo. I only pray you'll never leave me behind.
Never leave me.
Because good music can be so hard to find.
So hard to find.
I'll take your hand and hold it closer to mine.
Yeah.
Our love was there, but now you're changing my mind. My heart's a stereo, it beats for you, so listen close. Hear my thoughts in every note. Make me your radio and turn me up when you feel low. This melody was meant for you, so sing along to my stereo.